But listen,
Respectfully, Your Honor,
Miss Pugh,
we're
don't
not a
speak over me.
corporation.
Miss Pugh, just because you say respectfully does not mean that you get to interrupt me. That's disrespectful, right? Hang on. Listen, Miss Pugh, stop talking over me. If you want to stop talking over me.
Where is the verified claim that is being placed against my trust?
You can go back with the bailiff. Go back with the bailiff. Get your own attorney or represent yourself if you don't like it.
Alright guys, today we got a strict judge going toe-to-toe with an absolute sovereign citizen disaster. This girl literally strolls in with a tiny scrap of paper filled with the usual sovereign citizen nonsense, like she thinks she's about to drop some legal bombs and just walk out scot-free. Honestly, I'm genuinely shocked this human can even read, but here we are. This one's definitely going to be interesting. Let me know in the comments what you think about this train wreck of a person, and let's dive in to watch how this heated hearing unfolds.
Good morning. Are you Janetta Pugh?
I am the beneficiary of that estate.
You're the what?
I am the beneficiary of that estate.
You're the beneficiary of what estate? Answer my questions, please, ma'am. I'm just trying to understand.
Beneficiary of that estate.
Okay.
For the record, I recognize Ms. Pugh. She's been here before.
I do as well, for the record.
And I looked into Mr. Christopher Wiley. I can't find that person as a practicing lawyer in the state bar page, and I have not been contacted by anybody on Ms. Pugh's behalf.
All right, so Ms. Pugh, Mr. Lewis has been appointed to represent you at this point. Obviously, you know as well as anyone that you're in custody and we want to get your case taken care of. If you've hired or your family has hired another lawyer, then they have to contact the court so that we can do something with your case. And do you know if they've hired someone?
Respectfully, Your Honor, I do not agree with your appointed foreign agents, considering that the first duty is to the state and will be considered conflict of interest, Your Honor.
Okay, so if you don't want, the only thing I can do, I'm appointing an attorney to you to help you, right? So if you don't want a court-appointed attorney, then your only option, two things. One is to represent yourself or to hire a lawyer. So if you don't like the way it works, then you do something different. So are you, listen to what I'm saying. Are you either going to represent yourself, or are you going to let Mr. Lewis represent you, or are you going to hire someone?
Objection, Your Honor. Respectfully, is this a court of record?
It is a court of record. So your objection's overruled.
Okay. Respectfully, Your Honor, where is the verified claim that is being placed against my trust?
It's right here. It's called an indictment. And Mr. Lewis has a copy of it, and he can show it to you. So that would be the verified claim against you.
Okay. Your Honor, respectfully, Your Honor, there were writs that was filed to the case that still haven't been received.
I've received your petition for writ of habeas corpus, and it's denied.
Okay. Respectfully, Your Honor, I demand to be released due to lack of evidence of stated claim and not being given the proper opportunity to obtain proper counsel to effective defense.
It's overruled.
Okay.
You're running out, aren't you?
No, it's fine.
No, it's not fine. You're making a complete fool of yourself right now, and honestly, we're all loving it. I've got to say, though, I'm really enjoying this judge's attitude. She's just sitting there, patiently waiting for this girl to run out of steam from her nonsense sovereign citizen script. It's absolutely hilarious because these people always think they've unlocked some secret legal cheat code, but the law doesn't work like that. Courts have ruled over and over again, saying I don't consent does not make charges disappear. That's not how jurisdiction works. And can we just appreciate the fact that this sovereign idiot can actually read? That's a rare sight in this community. But on a serious note, how did she even get here? She seems like a sweet girl, but this is straight up embarrassing. She's got manners, she says Your Honor, but it's clear she's lost and grasping at straws. Honestly, I'll never understand how someone goes so deep down this rabbit hole. Thinking about being a sovereign citizen is one thing, actually reading the script and trying to act on it? That's a whole other level. Let me know what you think about this girl in the comments, because I just don't get it. But let's dive back in. This one's not over yet.
So here's the thing, Miss Pugh. I appreciate your position, but listen,
Respectfully, Your Honor,
Miss Pugh, don't
with my
speak over me.
incarceration, respectfully, Your Honor, with my incarceration being
Miss
involved-
Pugh, just because you say respectfully does not mean that you get to interrupt me. That's disrespectful, right? Hang on. Listen to me. Everything you have there is overruled. And here's one of the reasons why, is because you have a lawyer. And your lawyer will file the appropriate motion. You're interrupting me again, which is disrespectful. So I'm going to leave Mr. Lewis as your attorney unless you choose to represent yourself or hire someone else. I'm going to give you 2 weeks to determine what you're going to do. You can go back. You can go back with the bailiff.
I do not agree or comply to your appointed
Go back.
agents.
You already said that, and that's overruled.
Duty is to the state.
Go back with the bailiff. Get your own attorney or represent yourself if you don't like it.
You don't like it? Yeah, that was embarrassing. But hold on, because this one is not over yet. This sovereign citizen actually comes back at a later date, and don't worry, I've got that hearing too. At this point, though, I feel like the judge deserves an award for patience. Dealing with a sovereign citizen like this is basically like arguing with a brick wall, except the brick wall thinks it knows constitutional law. So big props to the judge here. She's calmly trying to make sense of all this nonsense, and honestly, I'm here for it. She's being a little snappy, which is totally understandable, but she's also showing a lot of patience, and that's impressive. Most people would have shut this down way faster. Let me know what you guys think about the judge so far. Personally, I think she's handling this really well. But let's go ahead and jump into the next hearing and see if things get even more heated than this one. Let's dive in.
Perfect. So, Miss Pugh, Mr. Jeffries has been appointed to represent you. He's just been given, he's trying to get caught up real quickly on all the information and the discovery in your case. I'm going to reset your case so that he can get all of that. Once he gets it, he'll be out there to go over it with you, and we'll see if we can get an announcement at the next court date.
Respectfully, Your Honor, I do not agree to comply with any of the appointed court agents, considering that their first duty is to the state.
I understand. We've had this conversation before.
And for your record, I'll be representing myself.
So if you want to represent yourself, there's some things. Ms. Pugh, stop talking over me. If you want to stop talking over me. If you want to represent yourself, then there is a process that we have to go through, and we'll do that today. If that's what you want to do, we'll get your case set for trial and we'll go forward that way. It is highly inadvisable for you to represent yourself. Lawyers have many, many years of training. They understand the law. They understand how a trial works, because here's what happens. When you're in a trial and you represent yourself, you're expected to know and follow all of the rules of evidence, all the rules of procedure. And so you're really at a disadvantage if you don't know those things. And so you have to do everything just like the assistant district attorney would. And if you don't, you're going to be in front of a jury, and it's going to show, and it's just not going to be, it usually does not work out in your benefit. But I have to go through with you some questions first before we do that. And then if you still want to do that, then there's a couple of things couple of options, and we'll go over those as well. Okay. So I am supposed to ask you, I'm going to go through these questions. I need you to answer them if you want to represent yourself, because this is required. All right. So have you ever studied the law? Okay. Have you ever represented yourself before in any kind of criminal matter? Okay. Do you understand the charges against you?
I'm never been accused of that.
Okay. And so do you know, and we've gone over before, I think, what the range of punishment is if you're found guilty on a jury? Do you know what that is? Let's see. Hold on a second. Let me pull you up here. We'll go over that again as well. The date of that allegations from June 22nd of 2021. And what that means is if you're found guilty, that the range of punishment that the jury could give you is between 2 years as a minimum punishment up to 10 years in prison, anywhere in between. Do you understand? And you answer out loud just for the record.
Do I understand? No, I don't understand.
What do you not understand about that?
I swear on everything, I was predicting her saying that right there. Believe it or not, guys, these sovereign citizens have literally infiltrated my brain. I'm honestly starting to lose brain cells day by day breaking down these people daily. They are just so insufferable and ignorant, and it's honestly sad to watch. A lot of them probably do have some mental health struggles, but it's not just that. They are also wasting massive amounts of public time and resources. Courts and law enforcement already have limited resources, and these people think they can just burn all of it with their nonsense. And on another note, I'm honestly surprised this lady didn't bring the little script she had in the first clip. Maybe that time under counter jurisdiction in jail taught her to memorize it instead. Wouldn't surprise me at all. But here's the real problem. If she decides to represent herself, she's probably looking at 8 to 10 years here. That's not a joke. So let's go ahead and dive back in and see if she actually wants to defend herself, because if she does, this is not going to look good. Let's jump back in.
I don't understand, Ronnie.
So here's the thing. If you want to represent yourself, by law, you have to be able to understand these things. Otherwise, I've got to appoint an attorney for you. So you can't just say, I want to represent myself because I don't like the attorney or I don't like the process. This is the process that you're in. You live in Texas, you live in the United States. This is the law that applies to your case. So what do you not understand about the range of punishment if you're found guilty? And I'd be glad to explain it.
I don't understand because I don't do anything wrong.
That's what a jury's for, right? And so if you say you're not guilty, then you go in front of a jury and they determine, after they listen to the evidence, if you're guilty or not. That doesn't have anything to do with if they find you guilty, you understanding that they could send you to prison for between 2 years and up to 10 years. Do you understand that part? What are you, yes or no? No, you don't understand that. So, Ms. Pugh, it's my understanding, I'm not going to allow you to represent yourself because you don't understand the law and the process. So we're on question number 4 out of 15 that I'm supposed to ask you. So Mr. Jeffries is going to stay on your case. I don't care what you want at this point. You can't do it. All right, you can go back with the bailiff. I'm done. Go back with the bailiff. Go back with the bailiff. Welcome to the criminal appointment list.
Yeah, fun, Judge.
This was not meant to be any kind of punishment, I promise. So Mr. Jeffries, get ready like you would. Probably it's going to go straight onto a jury, and we'll just get it figured out that way. All right.
I honestly think this judge did a 10 out of 10 job. Let me know if you disagree, but in my opinion, she did everything in her power to give this idiot a fair hearing before finally removing her from the courtroom. The patience this judge showed was seriously impressive, because I know I would have lost it in about 10 minutes. She stayed calm, professional, and completely in control the entire time. That said, it's also kind of sad watching people like this go through the system. The judge genuinely tried to be patient and gave this girl every possible opportunity to explain herself, but we all knew exactly where this was headed. And I am so sorry to anyone who lost brain cells watching this video. I truly apologize for the inconvenience, because watching sovereign citizens try to make sense of anything is painfully cringy, but at the same time, it's impossible to look away. Watching them squirm in front of a judge is honestly a spectacle. You could literally see this girl's brain working overtime, desperately trying to come up with some BS answer to the judge's questions. It's like watching someone try to dance their way out of a corner with absolutely no rhythm. And yeah, this one was a total fail. Let me know what you guys thought about this hearing in the comments. I'd really love to hear your thoughts on how the judge handled it. And if you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe. I'll be posting every single day, so stay tuned. Thanks to everyone for watching. Take care, everyone.